Can we not?
Dude, cut that. Let's cut that. Cut that.
We're not.
This is gonna be a racy episode, man. Look,
This is
you
not
wanted
a-
Pittsburgh stuff.
Huh?
Well, see, now I feel left out because I'm the only one not wearing a hoodie.
I know you inspired me, Shanuti.
Thanks, man. I always wear a hoodie. I think hoodies are the most comfortable things you could wear, like clothing wise.
Hoodies and shorts. You got a hoodie on and you got shorts on.
I'm not a big shorts guy.
Me neither, but if it's the right temperature, you get that. You get the flow from the shorts. You get a little chilly, but the hoodie keeps you warm.
That's a Jeff thing. Jeff's all about that.
Like
Shorts
in
and hoodies.
the middle of summer.
Yeah.
Is that what you're saying?
No, not the middle of summer. No, more like fall-ish, going into like a little bit
mid-fall.
colder.
Like
Once
when
you're
season starts.
Yeah, when you're coming out of summer and it starts to get a little chilly, or like it used to back in the old days. Now it's just insane weather constantly. The old days. Yeah, when it's coming out of summer and it's getting a little colder, you're like, ooh, I'm a little chilly. I'm gonna pop a hoodie on. But if I had pants on, I'd be too hot. So you still have the flow with the shorts.
Yeah, exactly.
Shanuti just put his headphones on because he's got to yell at kids in the chat room right now. He's
playing.
What are you
Madden.
playing, Shanud?
That's my
Madden?
guess.
Yeah, you can guess Madden.
Yeah, is that all you play?
Basically, it's either Madden. I used to play a lot of Call of Duty, and then all of a sudden, boom.
Stop.
Yeah.
Just stop playing the Call of Duty, huh?
Oh yeah. Because then that got racy. That got not for me, but for the kid. Like kids were,
Yeah, they're brutal. They're relentless.
Children do not give a shit on the internet. Like, they'll say whatever the hell they want. They just go for it.
You think like Charlotte says stuff on the internet?
I don't want to know. She can do whatever she wants on the internet at this point, as long as she's not revealing. As long as she's not getting her identity stolen. What?
You told her that you told me she was a pyromaniac.
Well, she is a pyromaniac, but she's responsible pyromaniac.
You can't do that online.
No, yeah, that has nothing to do with the internet. You can't light a chat room on fire, Shanuti.
Oh, you can definitely light a chat room on fire. Not like in a physical sense, but in a topical sense for sure.
In a comedic sense. Oh,
is this what Shanuti's doing with his free time now?
He's practicing
chat rooms.
He's practicing the stand-up in Madden chat rooms.
So what's the deal with airline food?
You wouldn't know.
Oh, see that? You gotta ruin the joke.
I went there. Someone had to do it.
You know, I'm not. So we were supposed to fly to Kentucky, and I'm not flying anymore.
You were supposed to fly to Kentucky. Why? Hold on. Let's back up. Why are you going to Kentucky?
I don't know if you never met my friend Chris or Doug. Have you from college?
I don't think so.
Think so.
They want to go to Kentucky because like they're big bourbon guys. So we were like, okay, let's just like Chris's girlfriend got a trip to it, which I can't. It's a surprise, so I can't. This is definitely not going to be the trailer, and I know for a fact he's not going to listen to the podcast. So we're going there, and like Sam was getting a ticket, and of course I was like, no, I don't want to fly. And she's like, why not? And I was like, you know why not? And then like now she's flying.
Kentucky's not a bad drive. That's not a bad drive. We used to do that drive a lot.
Yeah, I told her the same thing.
It's a pretty fucking drive getting to Kentucky too. So no reason not to do the drive. But that sounds fun, dude. That'll be a good time.
It's 8.5 hours there to get from Tyson's Corner to directly to Woodford County, Kentucky. So it's not bad.
So close.
Where?
Lexington.
Oh yeah, I thought you'd just go to Woodford because you know Woodford.
Oh, it could be like close to there.
You'll be in
Woodford
County. Don't worry.
They're like 15 minutes apart, so
yeah.
Yeah.
The airport though is 45 minutes from the Airbnb, so it's like
Yeah, the airport's in Frankfurt, or it's in. Yeah, no, it might still be in Lexington. Either way, that's not bad.
Not at all. Wide open.
Wide open.
Are you at least kicking some kids' asses?
Thrown 6 picks.
You've thrown 6 picks?
Yeah.
Nice. You're playing online though?
No, I'm playing this like Madden League shit.
Okay. Madden League.
Oh, jeez.
You're just screwing your league up all for some 5 holers. It's a commitment. It's a commitment.
Always.
To what? To Madden or to 5 holers?
To both. I mean, this. We're going to add money. I paid you guys $2.
Almost $3. It was almost $3.
Yeah, close.
A little bit more mattress money would have gotten it.
I guess we should.
What I've gotten have been mattresses. I don't understand.
Mattresses, really? Do we have a mattress ad?
I mean, like the ads that they put.
Oh yeah, we don't have to mention those though, huh? We're just good to go. They just keep rolling in.
Yeah, I mean, it's what they put in front of our podcast. It's not what we're doing. It's what they're doing.
And Spotify puts it in front.
Can we get free mattresses?
I think we have to be actually sponsored by the mattresses. We're not actually sponsored.
We're just advertising for them.
They're using our platform as mattresses.
So who gets a mattress? Like Joey?
No. If anything, Joey gets nothing.
What do you get? Do you get a mattress?
I get $2.
Okay, so you're on the same level as we
I'm gonna
are.
be a bad like a bad person have been like, hey guys, you know what? We didn't get any ad money and kept all that money to myself.
I mean, we didn't think you would, so you paid out your fair share.
I mean, you didn't want yours, Zach.
Well, no, I want it reinvested in the platform, all right? I believe in Four Corners Radio, and I want my money to be the seed money.
Oh, he's investing.
This is the worst investment since Bitcoin.
Bitcoin was a great investment if you did it 10 years ago.
Yeah, but if you do anything 10 years ago, you'd be invested.
So what should we do right now that in 10 years will have us vested?
Tom Wilson.
Tom Wilson.
All right, yeah, we can invest in Tom Wilson.
Speaking of investing, me and Zach were wondering about this. Are you betting on the Olympics?
Can you bet on the Olympics? I'm assuming you could bet on the Olympics.
That's what we were wondering. We were wondering because we thought you would know if do you bet per country, per medal, or how it works.
I know for the summer one, I was betting a lot on basketball. I'm assuming team sports, yes. I don't know about individual.
Did you bet for a team that wasn't the United States of America for basketball?
Actually, I did the one time, like not to win, but to cover like the score and everything, and they covered. They covered.
Interesting.
Yeah.
They did their job.
I'm not going to pretend like I knew what that meant.
AKA, like, say, US was projected to win by 10 points. I say they're not going to win by 10 points. The other team is going to cover and only lose by less.
All right.
Yeah.
Interesting. Well, I really was hoping that you'd have an answer for me there about betting in the Olympics, but
I told you.
But you can't.
But that was
bet
the Summer Olympics. It's completely different. There's ice in these Olympics.
I want betting on the individual person winning that medal. That's what I want. Or how many? You're in overtime. He's got his game face on for those who are.
I threw 7 picks.
Do your neighbors hate you? Do you usually yell? Usually freak out? Or are you pretty calm and collected when you get owned?
Oh, fuck.
He's not even paying attention to us.
He has no idea.
Okay, I'm paying attention to you guys. I'm done with that. What is up?
Oh, so you just lost. That's what you're saying.
No, they're talking and I'm trying to figure it out.
Who's talking? John Madden?
I forgot I was sharing my screen.
This is amazing. If you are listening to this, just go watch the YouTube video because it's great.
Yeah, this is wonderful radio.
Wonderful YouTube channel stuff.
It's fantastic. So yeah, no. The betting in the Olympics needs to be more advertised, marketed, because you don't hear anything about it.
Fuck my brown dick!
He's talking to a 11-year-old right now.
Aren't you playing the computer?
No, I'm playing the computer, but I suck.
So you're just
wow.
you're yelling at yourself then, basically? Know what's going on?
Hold on, I gotta finish it. All right. Non-existent dog my ass. Number one, I don't want to hear any of you fucking talk. I'm over here doing a podcast, trying to finish everything, trying to do all this shit at once. I'm a goddamn fucking magician over here, all right? Fuck off. You're lucky I threw only 7 fucking picks. I want McGee to suck my fucking brown dick. The Falcons suck. They suck in real life. I'm over here trying to record. Say hello to this is a 5 Holers podcast. Come look at the 5 Holer podcast. Everybody subscribe.
And don't forget to like and subscribe.
All right, well, there you go.
There.
This is dead air. Congratulations.
Are we just going to let him keep doing this?
I don't know.
He's the one who picked the subject for this episode, and he can't even put Madden down long enough to...
The dog exists. The dog's just not in my presence. Sim the week, please. I don't fucking know, Jake. I'm over here panting around like a pantomime. I'm trying to figure this fucking shit out.
I still can't tell if he's really talking to a person.
Nothing under it and black.
I don't think he can either.
Disgusting fuck. I finished. Go ahead.
You know, you keep saying that, and then we start talking again, and then you do that. You start talking to someone on the headset again.
Yeah, it's like Bluetooth.
Go ahead. We gotta finish this podcast. I'll be back in 15 minutes.
Really?
No, not back in 15 minutes. What's up, dog?
You tell us. How's Jake doing?
You hit record. You should understand.
Tell me that wasn't great radio. That's perfect for the podcast right there.
Marketing Michael Shanuti at work.
They could just give out your...
What's that song by the Bee Gees? Not the Bee Gees. Men Go to Work. I don't know.
Men at Work?
Yeah.
Taking care of business?
It's all right. Taking care of business. All right. Anyways.
Yep. That's it.
All right. So the Olympics. Yeah, I mean, like, you could bet on it. There's bookies and stuff because, like, you can't really do much other than the bookie stuff. But, like I said, I bet you there's a ton of hockey shit. So.
Yeah, true. I bet there's a lot. I'd be surprised if there's not something online. But maybe it's illegal because it's Olympics.
I mean,
I think you should take my $2.90 of ad revenue and turn it into $10 betting on the Olympics. Can you do it?
Do you want me to use your ad revenue money to the Olympics?
Yes. Bet on the Olympics and make me some money.
Okay. Well, fine. You got to do the research stuff. I'm not going to bet on things that
No. I think as our manager, you're responsible for making my bets.
Financial advisor.
My bets. You want me to do the bets that I would do?
Yes.
So you trust me. So there's no. I want Eric to hear this because if I bet on things, I want Eric to listen to me. That I told Zach that my record reflects nothing.
You're not held liable for any money loss, any defamation.
$2.90. Like, it's fine. You can bet with it. If you lose it, you lose it, and we move on.
Oh, Zach, I understand that. I'm just telling you, I don't want you to think that I'm this king of, like, the king of the toys over here, knowing what I'm doing.
Oh, no, I know you're not. Don't worry.
Yeah.
You're more like Keanu Reeves in Hardball, huh?
Yeah, I'm more like, ooh. No, I'm actually better than that.
Oh, man. Do you really want us to cry tonight?
That's a great movie.
R.I.P.G, baby. R.I.P.
But
yeah.
There is a team going to the ship, the Egyptian soccer team.
Yeah, they're going to win it all.
Hopefully. We play Senegal in African. We're a podcast of many sports now. We talked about the Olympics, now we're talking about soccer. We're going to the African Cup.
Oh.
So we will be the kings.
We should get a 5 Horse correspondent there. And you know anybody who lives over there?
My cousin. I don't know. Well, I don't know. He probably is a great correspondent over there, but
we need to have international correspondents.
We really do.
We need one in Russia.
Yeah.
I need somebody to take the Russian gas.
I think you could find people in the United States to deal with that if you wanted to.
That's true.
We'll have to get the inside man there.
I think we should do some intros today.
You think this guy's ready to do intros?
Yes, I think he should be. I think he can do an intro whenever he wants.
All right, ready?
Yeah.
Welcome to Five Holers. I'm your host, the man who doesn't know anything about anything because I'm fucking losing my mind. And I don't want to be part of capitalism anymore. Fuck this shit. Fuck every shit. Fuck all that shit. My name is Michael, the garbage and social snooty. And always to my back, protecting my blind side, always doing his tusky things. His name is Zach the Walrus Vincent.
Yo, I got something to bring up after you get through the intros actually now.
All right, Jeff, whatever. Jeff he's dead now.
Yikes.
The man who will always be on top of a building. He will look at Keanu Reeves in The Matrix, as well as superhero, the Adam West kind. With sheer chagrin, I don't think Adam West was ever Superman. I think he was a Batman. But close.
Batman, yeah.
He is Eric, the Red Falcon. Vincent, how are you doing, boss?
What's up, man? Doing well. How are you doing?
Good. I heard we have some grievances. Go ahead, Zach.
How do you feel about health insurance, Snooty?
All right, let me tell you about health insurance. All right, what really grinds my gears is when people from other countries look at us and be like, you pay for this shit? Yeah, we have to pay for this shit. Of course, if I fall off a fucking 40-story building because, I don't know, a scapular, I think that's how you say it. I guess I got to pay for my own insurance. No, dude. People who fucking are making Swiss chocolate are getting fucking insurance over guys who are doing paint. Like, are you kidding me? Like, that's ridiculous. Like, that's just capitalism at its finest with that shit. So I just don't understand. Like, why do we have to worry about money? Why do we have to worry about dental? Why do we have to worry about, me and Zach have to worry about eyes? Like, it's ridiculous, dude. Like, this place is a fucking joke when it comes to capitalism and all its fucking, like, made up rules.
How do you feel about the bourgeoisie?
If I knew that word, I would let you know, but I don't know.
Oh my god.
Can
I keep going here?
What's the
keep it? Yeah.
Have you heard of Karl Marx before?
We're talking about communism now?
Yes, communism, socialist theory. It's not actual communism. But he had this theory that there were two groups of people, the bourgeoisie, who owned the means of production, and the proletariat, who were the laborers who worked in the means of production to produce revenue and profits for the bourgeoisie. So how do you feel about the bourgeoisie?
Did they give free health insurance?
No.
I think this was before health insurance.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure, like, if you had an ailment, you went down to the barber shop and the barber, like, nicked you with a razor blade, you bled, and then you were fine.
Yeah, bleed it out.
Was it like Sweeney Todd? Sweeney Todd. Yeah, that's the guy's name.
Pretty close to it.
Was Sweeney Todd based on a true story?
No, I think it was based on a book, probably.
A play, if I'm not mistaken.
I know that there's a movie.
Yeah.
I know it's a musical too, right?
What?
It's a musical too, right?
Yes, it's a musical.
Yeah, it is.
How did we get from health insurance to Sweetie Todd so quickly?
You guys said barber. You guys said you go to the barbershop to die. Yeah, so I went to the barber. Sweeney Todd.
It's widely accepted that Sweeney Todd never actually existed or was real. So.
Oh, well, Jack the Ripper was real.
Yeah, so you never know. It could happen. They just never reported it. A lot of stuff didn't get reported back in the day. So.
I mean, all those.
Never know. Never know.
A lot of people making human meat pies, you know?
Yeah.
What else are you going to do? I mean, you got to eat something, I guess, sometimes.
Yeah, but they had pigs.
True. Maybe not enough, though.
They had pigs they could feed the humans to.
When they get a taste of human blood.
Yeah, you should actually hate Sweeney Todd because he is a capitalist.
Is he really? Ah, never mind.
I would say so. He killed people to make profit for his pie shop, and so he exploited people by killing them.
But that's not the way it does, right?
It was all his own labor, though, and Mrs. Paz.
Yeah, but he still killed people. He still exploited people in a way.
Yeah, I guess so. He turned them into the product.
Yeah. So maybe he's not. I don't know. As you can tell, we're not the most up to date on our, I don't know, socialist theories.
Nah, I think we're going downhill with this. I feel like in modern medicine you just need to have it for free, but that's just me. We don't need to pay.
I agree, Schnooty.
We just don't need to pay like X, Y, and Z for this shit.
Big Pharma,
I agree with you wholeheartedly.
Big Pharma can suck my ween.
Oh yeah, and you're not gonna throw 7 picks to them. That's for sure.
No,
dude, definitely not.
Broken arm. Let's just do what our ancestors did.
Go to the barber, have him cut it off.
Yeah. Hey, no. So I was watching. You guys would respect this. This is kind of a hockey move, but it was football. Brett Favre's old center had a broken collarbone, right? And they said he couldn't be ready for opening day, and he said, "Fuck that shit. Put like a string to it, right?" And then like he goes and plays, and then he goes, "Oh shit!" And he's like, "Oh shit, it's falling off." Pulls it off and throws it in the grass, and it's still there somewhere.
A string?
Like a string is tied to his broken collarbone.
Oh, okay.
And it broke off or something, and then like he said like the piece of it fell off and is somewhere in Lambeau Field.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's pretty brutal.
Yeah.
I don't believe that.
No, it's I guess it's fact. It was in a documentary.
I'm suspicious now.
Google
Who directed the documentary?
Who's the person? Brett Favre?
Yeah, Brett Favre's center, not Brett Favre.
Who was the player?
Forgot the guy's name. I told you.
Oh.
Great radio.
Collarbone. This is great. Yeah, collarbone. Blah 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 blah. There's some weird stuff to be Googling.
Just write center for the Packers, broken collarbone. That's what I would write.
Broken collarbone. Let's see what goes on here. Aaron Rodgers.
You write
Nope.
center. You write center, not quarterback.
Yeah, I wrote center. No, just talked about Aaron Rodgers a whole bunch. A lot of Aaron Rodgers. We'll have to come back to this another time.
We'll come back to that. But
We'll come back to that.
Point is, you guys expect the move, I feel like, as hockey players. So that brings us to our next point.
Tom Wilson's going to the All-Star game.
Hell yeah.
So we have 2 caps going. 3 caps.
2. Kuzi and Wilson.
And Willie.
Oh, Vetchin's not going because of Kovo.
Yeah. I think, yeah. That's why Wilson's going in his place.
That's why he said he's not going, but
or Kuzi's
he's
going
probably just not going.
Yeah, that's what I would assume.
Honestly, why would you go? I mean, you've been to how many All-Star games? You can take one off.
Yep.
He's taken off like the past 4 or 5.
He still gets voted number 1 by the fans like almost every time too.
You vote for name. You vote for name. I'm not saying he didn't. I'm just saying like some of the guys that got voted with him were definitely voted by name.
Yeah, definitely. Did
Nazem Kadri end up at the All-Star game?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I hate that fucker.
Yeah, he might.
Remember him injuring Obi in the playoffs. Fuck him.
Yeah. He's a pest player though, anyways. Hey,
speaking of pest players, did y'all see Garnet Hathaway dump Evander Kane into the fucking bench last night?
Yes, that was pretty. I saw the replay. Yeah, he got him in there the whole way.
That was like full, like head up. I mean, feet up above your head, like flip into the bench. That was awesome.
Yeah, he did a full flip. Yeah, it's pretty good. It was a pretty sweet hit there.
Kane did score a goal though, so and we lost. But I mean, come on, we're missing Ovechkin. Our team, our top line had Joe Snively on it. Like, what are you gonna do?
Yeah, apparently, Sammy played pretty poorly. So
yeah,
it is what it is.
Best goaltender in all of sports.
Huh?
The best goaltender in all of sports.
He has his moments, but they're few and far between, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Unfortunately. All right, fellas, we're gonna jump into it here. You guys want to get into the topic? I know we decided on something last episode. So if you guys are ready, I'm ready.
I suppose that's a yes. Yeah.
Oh, sorry. My screen froze.
No, you're good now. You're good now.
All right, hold on. I gotta get a charger.
Uh-oh. We're gonna lose the Pharaoh.
This is our producer, folks.
Well, while he goes away and comes back with a charger, hopefully, or he's just gonna be gone forever and we'll never hear his picks. If you didn't listen last week, or since it's All-Star break and nothing's really going on, Olympics sort of here and there, we decided to go back to our movies, our favorite movies for our actresses and actors. We came to this one with someone who is in a lot of things and has made a lot of laughs. And I think it was a great pick by Shanudi last episode. Eddie Murphy is who we're going to do. We're going to do our top 5 favorite movies for Eddie Murphy and a little extra probably somewhere here or there. So, yeah.
You want me to go?
All right, whenever you're ready, Charger boy.
All right. Sorry. Eddie Money. No, I'm just kidding. Eddie Murphy, one of the best actors of all time. Let's be honest. He started off his career at Saturday Night Live. He was a member of the cast of 1980 to 1984. The man gave you such classics as Gumby, Buckwheat, and as well as he was on the Morning Update. But really, where he hit his stride was winning like a Golden Globe for 48 Hours, Beverly Hills Cops. He's the Nutty Professor, and who can never forget Trading Places. He gave you such films as Donkey and Shrek. He was also in a Wes Craven, I guess you could say horror film, but I thought it was pretty funny, Vampires in Brooklyn. And who can never forget him playing 25 characters basically in Coming to America. So it's like, I mean, like when you think of acting, you think of a guy like him and you're just like, he has such range. For me personally, I think the first time I actually saw him was Nutty Professor. So, I mean, I was like, what, at the time, like 6. So I was like, okay, like this guy is pretty funny, blah, blah, blah. And then I started watching his old shit, his like Saturday Night Live skits. I went back, saw like Trading Places, which I liked. 48 Hours, I liked. I think my favorite movie actually that got me into it, which is, you both are going to laugh, but it's not in my top 5, but it was like reaffirmed me like this guy could play in a shitty movie and he can be good. The Adventures of Pluto Nash. So I was like,
right. Great movie.
Good movie, yeah.
Dr. Dolittle, all-time classic in the sense of family films. So I know we're going to talk about top 5s, but that's kind of a rundown bio and why I said let's do Eddie Murphy. So
yeah, it was perfect. Thank you, because I was gonna follow up with some SNL stuff, but you covered it right there. Yeah, cast member from because we decided not to do SNL as part of one of our favorite things because of course everyone loves SNL. So yeah, cast member from 1980, 1984. Yeah, he dominated SNL for a long time. His last regular episode was April 14th, 1984. Let's see. I had his hosting. So he hosted in 1984 as well, and then he hosted in 2019. So he's hosted twice. Long list of characters. As Shanudi said, I don't know if he said Mr. Robinson was one of my favorites. I don't know if he said that.
Mr. Robinson is hilarious.
Yeah, so great. Yeah, if you haven't, you should definitely go on YouTube, watch like a best of, because he has some amazing stuff on SNL.
Do you want me to? Do we want to just? I mean, it's a quick 5-second thing. So Eric did talk about him not hosting or being on SNL for quite some time in between. A lot of people think it's the David Spade comment when he was talking about a shooting star, and it was like Eddie Murphy's career, and he wasn't on the show anymore. And I think David Spade said he was like, oh, dude, he was just upset. I mean, like, he gave everything to that show, and for them to disrespect him like that, he kind of just stopped coming to the shows, and he didn't have such a great relationship anymore. So,
yeah, that's people don't realize Eddie Murphy saved SNL in the early '80s. Like, they were on the verge of being defunct. Like Belushi and
Aaron, whatever his
Dan
name is.
Aykroyd and Chevy Chase
Yeah.
and Gilda Radner, all of them had left the show, and they hadn't had anybody on that was really a compelling actor. And then Eddie Murphy came in and he took the show over. He ran those characters that you mentioned. He ran 2 of those every single Saturday night because that's what they needed to pull viewers in.
Right. And that's the funniest part is, like, dude, can you, like everybody gave him so much shit, and I'm so happy when they did I think it was the 75th anniversary or whenever that was. They
SNL 40.
Thank you. They gave him his own segment, and because it's like, bro, like, yes, you're right, Zach. Like, he honestly saved it. Like, the ratings were so bad, so. And it's surprising, like, it's surprising that David Spade made that joke, because let's be honest, like, David Spade really, we know whose coattails he's riding, or he's riding now.
Hey, David Spade's doing good, so more power to him.
Yeah, I think he took a shot at the wrong guy. I think if anything, he should have taken a shot at himself. But that's just me.
I think that's just how David Spade is. So, yeah. But either way, let's jump into these lists, and I am happy to go first. So number 5.
We doing 5s or 5s and then going?
Yeah, we'll just 5, 5, 5, 4, 4, 4. Didn't we talk about this?
Yeah, I think so. We'll all do.
This is why we need a podcast about the behind the scenes part of the podcast. Then people understand that we don't do anything when we're offline.
We really just talk about Always Sunny stuff, and then Zach sends me, today sent me stuff about the Caps, and I told him send it to my handler, and it was Sam. So.
All right. Either way, my number 5, wonderful kids movie, one of my favorite animated Disney movies of the past 20 years, Mulan. Plain and simple.
Okay.
Funny movie, good movie, animation's well done, and Eddie Murphy's fucking hilarious, and he plays a little fucking dragon, and he really steals the show. His character is the most thought out, the most animated, and has all the jokes in the entire movie.
I agree.
Great selection.
I like Mulan. Mulan was actually my 6.
Oh,
okay.
Yeah.
So
I had Mulan on my list, but it wasn't up for top 5 because I had some things going on. It's a great pick though, and it's Eddie Murphy does his best. He gets to just voice act and be a crazy animated character.
I guess the reason why I didn't put it in my top 5 is, yes, Eddie Murphy was the funniest guy. I mean, funniest and probably the most entertaining in that film. It just he wasn't the main guy. So I guess, like, when we talk about the next, I mean, like, when we talk about, I know we have Shrek on our list. So when we talk about Shrek, we'll get into it. So.
Yeah. Well, I'll do mine real quick because I got nothing to say about it. I just think it's one of those movies I watched as a kid when I was younger, and I was like, this is just funny. There's like funny scenes in it. Steve Zahn's in it. The other dude's in it. I forget what his name is. Talking about Daddy Daycare over here. Daddy Daycare comes at my number 5. Literally, like I said, not much to say about it. It's funny. Eddie Murphy gets fired from his job. He decided to open a daycare for his kid because daycare costs too much. It's funny. It's stupid. I watched like half of it today, and I was like, yeah, it's not bad. It's a good background movie. That's it.
I honestly, Eric, I have it on my list. I don't know where it's good. It's on there somewhere, but I can't reveal it. But it is a good movie. I think it actually brought Eddie Murphy back to the comedy light. Not saying he went away, but, like, I mean, there was a time there where he wasn't making movies like that anymore. Like, he wasn't the top guy. So, like, I feel like him. I forgot the other guy's name. Not the guy that you mentioned, the fat guy. He was good. So
yeah, what was his?
I feel like Zach knows.
I
It's
have
Jeff
no clue
something.
who you're talking about.
Jeff Garland.
Jeff Garland, very good,
Jeff
very
Garland.
good, very good guy, very good. Like,
Yeah, very good actor. Yeah, they pair well off each other, and it's Eddie Murphy just being funny. He gets to do like adult jokes too, which I think he's really good about doing. Where like it's a kids movie, of course, but he gets those jokes in there where you're like, oh yeah, okay, like I caught that one. I think he's real good about doing that.
awesome.
Shooty, what's your number 5?
My number 5 is going to surprise you too. I feel like you think this would be higher because of the content in the movie. It's Dr. Dolittle. What is one thing that I would love to do? Talk to animals, be animals' best friends. And I'm lumping Dr. Dolittle 2 with Dr. Dolittle 1 because I think Dr. Dolittle 1 was just funny with the eye of the tiger shit, and like the tiger wasn't a strong tiger, like shit like that. And then Dr. Dolittle 2 was great because it was the bear, and then Raven Simone got his powers, and she freaked out because she didn't want to be a freak. So I think it was just a great family flick. A lot of funny things. He went to an insane asylum in one because like people thought he was crazy talking to animals. He was a veterinarian. So great gift to have. I would love to have that superpower. So that's why I put it there.
That's a great segue because that's what I had at number 4 is Dr. Dolittle. And it was just a funny movie, and I'm a sucker for talking animals. I mean, Shanita made a bunch of great points, but it's just all around a funny movie where he really gets to show his range.
Exactly. Great road trip film, by the way. I think we watched that a bunch of times going to Altoona, Pennsylvania to see my family. So
That's one of the 2 movies, that and Night Professor are the 2 movies that he has taken that were made in the 1960s as different movies that start a white person as a lead. He's taken them over and flipped it and done it as the lead. Yeah, that and Night Professor and Dr. Dolittle.
Yeah,
2 movies he's done it with.
Downey not too long ago.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, that was the newest one. I didn't see that. I don't know if it's any good, but
probably not.
You lose the magic there. My number 4, and I had 2 tied, but I'm just gonna come out with one of them. It's gonna be Trading Places. I haven't seen the movie in fucking forever. I was trying to find it to watch before the show. Couldn't find it, but I loved it. I think I distinctly remember watching that at the Edstrom's house. They had like every goddamn DVD ever. So yeah, I'm gonna go with number 4 is Trading Places for me.
Nice. It was one of those movies I kept seeing at Blockbuster. Never rented it.
Yeah, I remember being funny. I can't remember much of it, but
that's the one with Dan Aykroyd, right?
Dan Aykroyd, yeah.
Nice. What about you, Zach? Or my number 4?
Yeah, you're on number 4.
Yes.
Number 4 is gonna be Daddy Daycare. I do like Daddy Daycare a lot. It was one of those movies, and it's so quotable too. I think he tells his son like, go take a stinky, and then he's like, and then the other kid pissed all over his fucking bathroom.
Yeah.
He's
like, oh my god, how do you get it up there or something like that?
He's like, you got how to aim, so I don't have to redecorate every time. So it's so funny. It was a great movie. All in all, I think is one of his best. So
is quite a good one. I'm gonna jump in with my number 3 because I have a little bit more about it than usual. Nutty Professor is my number 3. Might be higher on some of your guys' lists, but it came at number 3 for me. If you haven't seen it, it's Eddie Murphy playing Sherman Klump, who makes this special chemical that turns him into a skinny guy, but super obnoxious. Buddy Love.
Yeah.
Buddy Love.
Buddy Love.
It was released in '96 with J. Pinkett Smith, James Coburn, Larry Miller, and a bunch of other people in it. Dave Chappelle was in it pretty famously. I think a lot of people
first cameos.
One of his first ones. I know he was in Blue Streak, but I don't know where Blue Streak came out, but
I watched Blue Streak today. That movie fucking holds up. It is still funny as shit.
Oh yeah, that's a great movie.
I didn't watch any Eddie Murphy movies today, but I did watch Blue Streak.
It's well worth watching. Nutty Professor cost $54 million to make. They got $274 million at the box office, and it's projected that Eddie Murphy made around $16 million off of it. It's a hilarious movie. He plays like so many people. He plays I think he plays every single member of the family except for the kid, who is played by Jamal Mixon.
Hercules.
Yeah, that one, the one scene around the table, the kitchen table, where they're all just like riffing on each other in the family scene. And they didn't want to originally put that in the movie, but Eddie Murphy demanded they put that in the movie. A lot of that was also ad-libbed by Jamal Mixon and Eddie Murphy, and they were just like went at it. Flexing his muscles, Jamal Mixon, that was an all ad-libbed, and the Hercules chant was all ad-libbed as well. When he farted, it caused Eddie Murphy to break character pretty badly. So at the end of it, you can see it's they had to crop her out, and they show the original version at the end during the credits because they play the bloopers, which is awesome.
Bloopers.
Eddie Murphy spent around 80 odd days in makeup chair over the course of filming, putting that on. They said it took around 3 hours to put on just the makeup every day, and that's just makeup. That's not prosthetics and everything else from what I was reading. They actually won an Academy Award for Best Makeup as well for that movie. Pretty awesome.
Well deserved.
Yeah, and as I mentioned, Dave Chappelle's in that, and then as an insult comic, and almost all the dialogue between Chappelle and Murphy was improvised as well, which is pretty awesome. It's all ad-libbed. They just were going at it, which is just like you got two greats right there doing whatever they want. I can't imagine how much tape they had left over. That was awesome.
Oh yeah, I'm sure.
That's where it's coming. That's coming at number 3 for me though. Zach, what do you got?
Number 3, I got Holy Man, and I know no one saw this fucking movie, but this was one that we watched in the Edstrom's. It wasn't in the basement. It was in the living room. I remember watching it, laughing my ass off. But Eddie Murphy plays like this spiritual cult leader, and it's just a weird, bizarre plot about him being in New York City, and it's funny and it's weird and it's very disarming because normally he plays these very outrageous characters who are very in your face and very forward. And in this one, he plays like kind of a reserved guy who still has these outrageous tendencies. And it was just a good movie. No one fucking saw it, but I had a hard time deciding between this and Bowfinger on my list, but they came out around the same time, and both are just fucking hilarious. Definitely check them out if you haven't seen them.
It's on Hulu right now, so get on Hulu and watch Holy Man.
I definitely understand the Holy Man. I figured one of you would put it on there. And you know what? I feel like this is going to be low on my list because I feel like everybody's 1 or 2 because of how everything is, and we're lumping them together. We got to put Shrek in there. You got to put Shrek.
Yeah. That's your number 3? Shrek your number 3?
Yeah, Shrek altogether. Shrek.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, put them together. I mean, like, you only have 1 or 2. So I think 1 and 2 are the one, or 3 is where I stopped. And I think that's perfect. So, yeah, he's the funniest. I mean, you got Mike Myers, you have Cameron Diaz, you have all those great people, but he stole the show as Donkey. He will continue to steal the show as Donkey, however long they keep making Shrek movies. But yeah, you take that. So,
I mean, honestly, I think Shrek was his way of taking care of his family, taking care of his kids. Was he made that series of movies? He's gonna make a couple more. They're gonna collect royalties for years and years and years. But Shrek was my number 2, so I agree with you. And it was just, I remember when those movies came out, they were such a different fucking thing than anything we'd ever seen before. Like, we'd seen animated kids movies, we'd seen teenage comedies, we'd seen adult movies. We had never seen something that combined all 3 of those in such a perfect way. And I distinctly remember just getting stoned as shit when I was in high school and watching the second Shrek movie and laughing until my sides hurt. Like, those movies were absolutely hilarious, and they still are to this day.
Yeah, I have to agree with everything you just said there. That's why I'm going to jump over my number 2 here. I'm just going to say it because we're talking about it. That I had Shrek at my number 1, the whole series. There's 7 if you want to include everything between movies and shit. I didn't watch all those. I've never seen past, I think, the Puss in Boots ones, which still held up. Puss in Boots was a great character that they added.
Yeah, Benicio del Toro.
Yeah, and Zach, you're right. This movie ushered in another age and another level of animation and movie making. This set DreamWorks apart. It's the scene in the beginning where he's washing himself with the mud and the water and everything, that was like groundbreaking for animation when it was done.
Oh yeah.
It fueled Pixar to make all the movies that Pixar has made as well, because they had to have something to come back with. Just the whole thing, it's a phenomenon. Shrek was a phenomenon. It was fantastic. It made so much damn money, and
Oh yeah.
Eddie Murphy killed it. Eddie Murphy said it's among his best work. He really liked playing Donkey. He really liked it. Yeah, fantastic. That's why I have it number one. I mean, just when you hear, and it brought us all Smash Mouth All-Star, which was
Yeah.
fantastic. So when you hear that song, though, you could be anywhere. You hear that song, you subconsciously or consciously think of Shrek, no matter what. You think of him that starting where he's in the fucking swamp, he's pulling the earwax out, and he's doing all that stuff. It's iconic. That Shrek character is iconic, and you could really say that Shrek wouldn't be who he is without Donkey. So,
No, definitely not.
No.
Yeah.
It's a Don Quixote story. It's an allegory, you know, like.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yeah. That I had that as my number one, but I'll go back to my number two real quick here. We'll talk about this. Because what, Zach, you had that? Who had Shrek at the number two?
I did.
And
You both had number
two. Yeah.
Okay.
So,
well, I'll
want me to say my number two was Nutty Professor. So that's what my number two was. So Nutty Professor was two.
What was your favorite?
We have one movie left to talk about.
The one.
Do we?
I think we.
I don't know. Wait, hold on. Eric, what do you have for number two?
Beverly Hills Cop.
Oh, we have two movies to talk about.
But your one.
Coming to America.
That was my one.
Okay, thank God.
Because all right, I'm adding two to it. I'm adding.
Is this like when? Wait, what did Shanuti forget on his list that one time, and we ragged on him for days?
Happy Gilmore. Happy Gilmore.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Fantastic.
Yeah. That's more of a come on. Like what else?
That was more of a whoopsie.
That's more of a whoopsie, but like at the same time, Adam Sandler has so many timeless classics. Not saying Eddie Murphy doesn't, but like I feel like there's more Eddie Murphys on it. You know what I mean?
Do you think we could get Adam Sandler on the podcast?
We need a New York correspondent to find him for us.
Oh, I'm going to be in New York in 2 weeks.
Find Adam Sandler.
All right.
Just even get him to just do an intro where he's like, "Hey, thanks for listening to Five Holers." That's something like that.
If I can get him to go 5 Holers, I'll be happy.
Yeah, just yell 5 Holers. Yeah.
Bet you we could clip something up for him to say that.
Probably. You could probably find different movies and clip it together pretty easily.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that's on production. That's our producer who does that. I'm a correspondent.
You're lucky this show comes out when it does.
It comes out at all.
Right? You're lucky.
Well, we're gonna talk about
still on the air.
We're gonna talk about Coming to America, but first, Beverly Hills Cop. It's my number two. Go watch it. It's hilarious. I watched it the first time today. A lot of it was ad-libbed by Eddie Murphy. He plays a cop that goes from Detroit to Beverly Hills to solve a murder of his friend. Crime and things like that ensue, of course. Yeah, a lot of it was ad-libbed. This was
it's like Rush Hour without Jackie Chan.
Yeah, exactly. And with the dad
and Beverly Hills Ninja.
Classic right there too. It's got the dad from Santa Claus, Judge Reinhold, I think is his name.
Yeah.
It's one of Eddie Murphy's. It's the first of 7 Eddie Murphy movies in a row to open at number 1 at the box office. That's pretty amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I said, a lot was ad-libbed between all 3 people: Eddie Murphy, John Astin, and Judge Reinhold. They're like the 2 other buddy cops who are with Eddie Murphy. And there's also a pretty famous story that Eddie Murphy was so tired from filming all the sequences and stuff that he ended up drinking coffee. I guess he's notorious for not taking any drugs of any kind at all. And they said that he took a few sips of coffee, stayed awake, got really energized, and ad-libbed the whole monologue, which they kept. And they couldn't stop people from laughing, so they had to do a bunch of different takes and shit. Go watch it. Fantastic movie, Beverly Hills Cop. On HBO right now, so go check it out.
All right. Good to know.
Actually, very good, very good. That or 48 Hours, I would have been happy with you to pick, Eric, because I was not Coming to America. So
Someone's got to do it. I take the hit for the team.
And me and your brother here picked the probably the most easy, like the easiest number one. Like we went chalk is basically what I'm saying. So
it's classic though.
It's classic, and it's so fucking ridiculous. Every moment in that movie is just plain ridiculous satire of something, and he does it so well, and he does it in this oddly like naive, respectful way that he gets away with. In this day and age, he'd probably still get away with it. Like this is a Sacha Baron Cohen level of satirizing society, but at the same time remaining goofy and weird enough that you can do it without being criticized. Like it really is something else.
No, I agree. I think you hit the nail on the head. It was respectful. I mean, it goes back to what we said about Nutty Professor. He did everybody in that barber shop. Arsenio Hall, like he had Arsenio Hall in there. Like he's a good actor. Like I mean James Earl Jones. Like we can go on and on. Like the royal penis is clean, Your Highness. Like it's just all of it was just funny. I think all of it's just hilarious, and that's where we're at. That's literally where we're at with this. It's just I think it's a very good time to watch. The second one was very family friendly if you haven't watched it. So
yeah, the second one was good too, but it really is one of those movies. It's like Tommy Boy for me, where you sit down and watch it, and you're like, "Holy shit!" I just laughed for an hour and 45 minutes straight. Like that's every single scene has a gag. There's nothing slow. There's nothing dramatic. It's just funny the whole way through, and it has a good storyline.
What's the name of the? It's not McDonald's. McDowell's. Is that what it's called?
I think so. I don't know. I haven't watched it in a while. I just have very strong memories of it.
Yeah. Oh, everybody forgets also Samuel L. Jackson, the guy who tries to rob him.
Yep.
I think that was his first. I think that was his first anything, to be honest.
It was. We went over this when we talked about Samuel L. Jackson.
Yeah. So
both episodes.
Samuel. So you think about it. If I was right about Dave Chappelle, you put on Dave Chappelle. You put on Samuel L. Jackson. You put on like a bunch of people on Nutty Professor. Like yeah.
It's true, starting careers right there.
Yeah, and he ended it with a pretty good bang with what's it called? With Tower Heist. I told you guys about Tower Heist.
Oh yeah, Tower Heist was good too.
So it didn't make my top 5 just because like I wanted to do the classics. I didn't really want to do the newer ones. Not saying the new ones are bad. I just sorry, Haunted Mansion, you didn't make it. So.
Oh. Well, we're doing a whole episode about Haunted Mansion, so.
All right. Well, it might be just a one holer on that one.
Yeah, it's gonna be a lonely podcast.
It might be the Zach Vincent review. Oh, I'll do that podcast. I'll record you just reviewing movies high as shit.
Recording a Haunted Mansion, just
like
terrible. No one would listen to that.
It happens.
He's like, you do it, but you do it in a Borat voice.
There you go.
Yo, a Borat voice makes everything funny.
Very nice. Well, this is our show, 5 Holers.
We need intros in Borat voice next time, or just Borat themed, maybe.
Just a Borat.
We could do a Borat episode.
Going next.
We could do a deep dive into Borat.
Just Borat. We didn't want to do like Sasha at all.
No, just Borat. We'll just do a real deep dive into it.
We're not doing any Ali G. Just Borat.
Just Borat.
Ali G.
Oh my god.
It's just literally gonna be us doing Borat voice for an hour and a half or something.
At some
we can't do that.
Put this in and be like, these guys are trying to do Borat, and it just comes off racist.
Whatever.
Go ahead.
Do we have someone we're gonna pick? Or are we gonna take this to the text group?
Let's take it to the post-show, pre-show.
Keep them guessing.
Yeah, keep them coming back.
Because then Zach can be like, oh, we don't really do anything. We don't. I mean, Zach's right. We don't do anything. It happens in split time, maybe like 5 seconds in.
The only thing that happens is you play Madden.
No, I mean, doing this again. This was fun. Like playing Madden, talking to you guys, not listening to what these dweebs are saying. So. And it's like Jake and Marissa and all them. Zach.
Wonderful.
Well, that's our show.
Why go bar down when you can hit the 5-hole? Aim low.
Oh, go buy fucking razors from Smooth My Balls.
Smooth My Balls.